Hello friends, I am so excited to be in the studio making a video for you guys. This is something that I've been wanting to do for quite some time, and it's to tell you about my new book, Craft a Life You Love. Well, for some of you, you may think that this is not a new book because you had the original self-published version right here. Thank you if you have a copy of this. I appreciate it so much. This was something that I self-published through Amazon CreateSpace, and many of you were able to get copies last year, and it just means so much to me that you picked up a copy and loved it, and I wanted to thank you. So I want to give you a little bit of background as to how this became this. And the story is pretty awesome, and I think that it will hopefully inspire you all to do the things that you want to do, because a labor of love can take you to places that you never even imagined. In 2016, I had this idea for a book. I wanted to share with you all my story, my creative struggles and path, and my journey to where I am now, and all the things and lessons that I've learned, something that was in a tangible form like a book, because I didn't want it to be a blog post. I didn't really want it to be a YouTube video. I thought I wanted it to be more long lasting. And I had a couple friends who went the self-publishing route through Amazon CreateSpace. They had a wonderful experience and success with their books. So one of them I sat down and had a breakfast meeting with, and he told me that he had a friend who edited his books, and if I wanted her information, then we could all get together. It turns out, after our first meeting, I fell in love with her. She said, "You'll never write a book until you write a bad first draft. And after you write that bad first draft, you give it to me. And then I take care of it, and I edit it, and I can help you structure it and everything." And it was awesome because it didn't go from, hey, you need to write a book proposal, you need to do an outline, you need to do this, you need to do that. It was more of, tell me the story you want to tell, and then I will take all that goodness and help you package it up into a format that would actually sell as a book. Well, hopefully, right? And I thought, okay, what do I have to lose by just trying to tell this story? And so I took a lot of time in 2016 to do that. Got it wrapped up, was trying to get the book up for sale at the end of 2016. Didn't happen. But at the beginning of January 2017, I hit publish on Amazon, and it was up and available for people to purchase. And I just thought it was the most amazing thing that people from my blog, from my YouTube channel, from Instagram, were interested in this book. And I was so excited. I hired a book cover designer, an interior layout designer, and of course the editor. So I had expenses that I had put into it, and it wasn't just my time and energy, it was also money that I had invested in these other people, which I knew them as experts in their field, and I just wanted to make sure that it was as good as I could possibly do on that time frame, and I just put it out there. Okay, was it completely perfect? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, now looking back on it, you know, of course there are things that I would have changed. I wish there were color pages. I wished a lot of things about this book, but I'm just so happy and proud of the fact that it was done and out there, and then you all started really paying attention to it and spreading the word, so thank you for that. Which brings me to a few weeks after the launch, it somehow hit #1 in 2 categories on Amazon, and I saw the sales go through the roof, because you can track on CreateSpace the sales for the previous 24 hours, and you can run reports. And I was just in shock and disbelief, and it stayed #1 for a couple days. And not only that, it hit number 10 overall on Amazon for new releases in one day. And I watched it go from like 9,000 something to, 1,000 to 51 to 11, and then it hit number 10. I couldn't even believe it. But they rank it by hour, so it didn't last that long, but I think it was enough time for more people to see it and for more people to get access to it. And then the sales were great. So luckily, I recouped my costs and I felt really good about it. And about a week after that, I got an email from a publisher who's interested in publishing my book. I didn't even know that could happen. I had no idea that a publisher would want a self-published book and to repackage it and have it under their umbrella. And then I just didn't know any of that. So when I got the email, I got very excited, but I was also a little nervous. So I got a little bit more information. And then a friend of mine, Kristen Harmel, who you might know, she's an amazing author and a dear friend of mine. She lives in Orlando, and she's most recently written the book, The Room on Rue Amélie. I will link it below because it's so good. It's the first book that I finished this year, and it was so, so good. I called her up and she said, I think you need an agent. I can refer you to my literary agent and ask her if she would take your book on, or if she doesn't seem to think it's a fit, then I'm sure she knows somebody who does. And so long story short, I got an agent, Kate. Thank you, you're amazing. And she ended up putting my book up for auction to several publishers. And then I signed with Abrams. And that is why you have the new edition, the revised and expanded edition of Craft a Life You Love. I really, really wanted to make sure that those of you with the first book would find value in getting this second one. It is in color. And there's a new section, section 6, called Crafting Your Passions. There is so much I want to say about this, but I really wanted to tell you that backstory. And it's in bookstores everywhere. I was able to see it in Barnes & Noble, and I will add that video now. We just got done with brunch and decided to come to Barnes & Noble in Marina Del Rey. Jack is in the kids section, and I came to check out in the personal growth and development section my book, Craft the Life You Love. There it is. Whose book is that? Craft the Life You Love, Mama. Right there, guys. Right there. In really good company. You Are a Badass is one of my favorite books. Same with The Happiness Project. So exciting. It's so exciting. So apparently I can sign them, and then he's gonna stick a signed copy or an autograph. What is it? Autographed copy on the cover. Isn't that cool? So cool, you guys. Look. So rad. So that is the backstory of how this came to be. And the timeline was that I had to take the first one off of Amazon in July of 2017 because we launched this one April 10th of 2018, and hopefully you all can find it in your local bookstores. I will link below all the places online you can get it. I will work on going to different places in different cities when I'm able to sign the copies in the bookstores if I happen to be there. The Marina Del Rey one in California has some signed copies. So I just want to read you this back here, right here. So in case you can't hold it in your hands and you're reading it online, I'm sure you could read this too, but it says, revised and expanded edition with a new chapter, Crafting Your Passions, from Amy. In Craft a Life You Love, you will discover the tools you need to get and keep those creative juices flowing. Amy Tangerine shares her path from personal and professional struggles to the 28 go-to exercises she has developed to help with self-care, positive mindset, and the simple ability to make things happen. Learn to prioritize time for your hobby, See your quirkiness as an asset and uncover ways to keep you creating day after day. Add reflections, doodles, and splashes of color. Make this book your own. Embark on a daily journey to live your best creative life. Yay! Okay, so with that being said, I am not planning a book tour of sorts, but if there are places that I happen to be, I'm going to do several signings and do some fun stuff. Be sure that you are not only subscribed to this channel, but also check the sidebar of my blog. I post dates for events on there. And Llama Letters, which I will link below, has decided that she's going to do a little book club thing using my book. So join her and go through the book with her amazing community of paper people, planner people, awesome women who get SHIT done in a creative and fun way. Go to her YouTube channel and make sure you follow those videos. I have one more request. If you love my book, please go on Amazon and rate it 5 stars and give it a glowing review and spread the word. It means so much to me that you all are enjoying this book and would love to spread the word, and it just, you Tangerines are honestly the best. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave any questions or comments below. I know that a lot of you have been so supportive on Instagram and my blog and have sent me the sweetest notes. I appreciate it so much. So thank you, thank you, thank you. This book was a labor of love and something that I never thought would be possible, and it totally is, because I honestly have the best community ever. So we celebrated the launch of my book on April 10th at Pinterest headquarters in San Francisco, and it was the most amazing experience. So I will be sure to post a separate video of that trip on my channel very soon. If you post or share on social media, please use hashtag AmyTangerine and hashtag CraftALifeYouLove so I can see your posts. And if you make a video, please tell me about it. I love seeing your work. So thank you so much as always. You're the best. It's smaller, it fits in your bag, and you want it. You know you want it.